Hello! Welcome to Todd Playing Video Games. Today we're doing Kerbal Space Program 2. This is the first time I've played it since I bought my brand new video card. Well, a whole new computer, really, but the video card is the star. Let's go ahead and launch the Pike. We are going to take the Pike to the Mun. Hopefully we're going to land on the Mun. Here we go. So yeah, I've got an RTX 4060 now by GeForce, NVIDIA GeForce. And this game runs smooth as silk. I mean, I think they've done a lot to optimize it on their end, software-wise, but buying an actual modern computer and video card has helped a lot as well. Look at how beautiful this is. This is a fantastic game. It's still early access. They're still adding things, but there's more to come. But there's already a lot here, and it is pretty solid. I love these visuals. It's so beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and use up all of our. Let's ease up on the throttle of the main tank a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and use up all the fuel in our boosters, and then we're gonna drop them. And then we'll flip over on our side and try to get into a stable orbit. We're going way higher. This is not really a good piloting job I've done here. Oh wow. Okay. Because we should have rolled over a long time ago. But I'm nervous about these giant boosters I've put on the ship crashing into the fuselage if we're not going in a perfectly straight line. Okay, and the main engine ran out of fuel at the same time as the boosters. Disengaging the boosters, I guess? Drop the boosters. And it looks like, oh boy, they came really close to bumping into the main thing. Let's go ahead and deploy or drop the that stage as well because it's empty. Alright, and once the engine is out of the way, let's flip over. Oh my goodness, I've done such a terrible job here. You know what, everybody? We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again, because I was too busy jibber-jabbering and talking about how beautiful the game is with my cool new computer. And I did just a horrible job of actually piloting that takeoff. So we're going to do it one more time. The reason I'm upset with that takeoff is because you need to have horizontal velocity in order to get into orbit. You can't just go straight up to get into orbit. You got to go to the side. Okay, and I'm gonna hold back on the thrust from the main engine and just use boosters for the beginning. Here we go. Well, not just. I'm using the main a bit. I may need to use the main engine a bit more for steering. I'm gonna see how this goes. Let's see if I can rotate us a little bit. So I got two wings on the boosters, and I would love to use those. Oh boy, 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 oh phooey. This is another reason I was just going in a straight line. These boosters are too big. They're way too much rocket for the rest of the fuselage. Oh my goodness. Can I get it back to going in a straight line? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll turn the main engine up full throttle. I forget if that main engine gimbals at all. But if it does, I do have better control. I have a lot better control now. So maybe it does gimbal and it is letting me steer. Okay. What's this look like? Our apoaps is way high. Okay. Oh wow. And disengaging the boosters. Oh no! Okay, drop. that stage. Oh my goodness, there was an explosion. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, this stage is deployed. Oh my goodness. I have okay, let's line up perfectly horizontal. Let's turn that off. And let's just take a look. Oh, that kind of wigged out. Oh wow. It's very wiggy. Okay, there's debris falling back to Kerbin to burn up on reentry or hopefully splash into the ocean. Yeah, it probably will. Okay, we're not getting into a stable orbit at this rate. Let's go ahead and burn that engine. We'll try to get some more horizontal speed. We are 90 kilometers up, which in a really good, sweet orbit, 90 kilometers is the maximum altitude, and we're going well beyond that in an effort to circularize ourselves. Oh, this is the Pike 2. I thought this was the Pike 1. I don't even know what I named the ding dang ship. Okay, let's. Wait, why is it not showing me my Apo apps? I may have hit a button or something that changed the screen, but ooh. Or oh boy. So these guys are going there. It's not showing me. I don't think it's showing me the path that the actual main spaceship is going. Hold on. Let's turn that off. We're having some technical difficulties. Crew observation. We're not landed. Oh, is that like? Let's do a crew observation now. Yes, I know. Okay, yes. Don't tell me how to do things. Just because I'm playing badly doesn't mean I want you to tell me how to do things. Experiment for this. Okay, I may have hit some button wrong or something. I don't know what's going on there. But it took a science reading, I guess, when it was on the surface. We are not on the surface anymore, though. Bob Kerman is way up high in outer space. And it is just not showing me. Let's see, can we destroy some of this debris? Okay. Oh, man. I am not a good enough pilot to just fly it without having it show me all the stuff and things. It's supposed to show me the circle. It's supposed to show me the circle. Okay, let me use my instruments and see. So right now my apoapse, according to this, is 200 kilometers up. Right now I'm 178 kilometers up, so I'm not too far from my apoapse, I guess, which is the highest point off the surface of the planet. And my periapse is negative. Well, my periapse is crashed into the surface of the planet. So right now I'm on course to fly high and then crash. So we're gonna do some. Boy, our mission to the moon is not looking good. I think maybe the first takeoff was actually my better one. This one, oh boy, this one's not doing so good. So as I'm burning horizontal here, we are increasing our. We're increasing our apoapse a little bit, but because we're going horizontal, mostly what we're doing is decreasing our periapse, our collision with the planet. We're trying to get going. So the whole way orbits work, right, is you go sideways over the surface as quickly as the curvature of the planet bends the planet away from you, so that you're falling to the planet, but you're going so fast horizontally that the planet is also curving away from you, and you don't ever actually collide. Some smart scientist guy said if you shot a cannon fast enough, it would orbit the planet, which is true if you shot it fast enough and there wasn't air resistance to be slowing it down all the time, or if you shot it fast enough and you were up high above the atmosphere so it wasn't being slowed down by the drag. That would work. So anyway, I'm just filling time as I'm desperately hoping that I get into a stable orbit before I run out of fuel. Boy, I wish. And why is it doing that? It is going all wibbly wobbly, zibbly zobbly, bippy boppy boo. There's the moon. I don't think I'm going to the moon today. I'm just trying to fly. I'm just trying to get into an orbit. And it's not giving me any of the information it normally does. I must have hit a button or something. I don't know. We're about halfway out of fuel, and our periaps, which is the lowest point in the orbit, is approaching a number above 0, which would mean that we would not be crashing into the planet. Bam! Our lowest point is now 1 kilometer in the sky and rising rapidly. So I got to get the periaps up to about 90 kilometers, because if my lowest point in the orbit is below the atmosphere, then the atmosphere will slow us down. And there we go. We're good. We did it. We're in a stable orbit. Our lowest point will still be above the atmosphere, so we won't ever have atmospheric drag, so we won't ever be slowed down and brought to crash into the planet. Now, let's see. If I set the mun as the target, I don't know what it's doing. It's not showing me any of my normal navigational aids. Normally it would show me my flight path and stuff like that. You know what? That's okay. We had such a terrible launch anyway. This video is just going to be I don't know what it is. A test? This is a test flight of the Pike. The Pike 2. Goodness, I didn't even know the name of it. It's the Pike 2. We're going to extend our solar panels. Let's go ahead and make this a proper test. It's mostly just, at this point, an excuse to get beauty shots of how lovely the spaceship is. Look at that. Solar panels deployed. There's the sun. It is a beautiful game. Okay, hey, as long as we're just having a mess around, Bob Kerman, let's do an EVA. Let's do a spacewalk. Holy cow, what's going on? Stop talking to me. The ship, oh my goodness, get back inside. Get back inside. We completely lost control because he's the pilot. And when he left the ship, there was nothing to fly it anymore. I still don't know why it started going all wibbly wobbly though. It should have just kept going straight. So I don't know. We're having all kinds of weird anomalies. My navigational equipment is not working. When Bob stepped outside the spaceship, everything went crazy. So we're just gonna make a few orbits, and then we're gonna test splashing back down on the planet to see if all that part is good. Let's accelerate time, and we're just gonna let the Pike 2 actually go all the way around planet Kerbin, so we can kind of see that we really are in a stable orbit, and it's not going to crash, even if we go all the way around it in a circle. Oh, part ineffective. The solar panels are ineffective because there's no sunlight on them right now, which is an essential part of solar panels' functionality, but that's okay, because it is already sunrise on board the spaceship Pike 2. Okay, let's speed things back down. And so, yeah, I think there we go. We're almost caught up to where we were, and we're obviously still in space. So we have, in fact, achieved a stable orbit. And now we're gonna bring this thing home. Let's see. Oop. So to land, we're gonna slow ourselves down. Oh, these cannot retract. Well, they're gonna break off then during the re-entry. They're gonna break apart. Okay, so to land, we're just gonna point ourselves in the opposite direction that we're going, and we're going to burn those engines, and this is gonna slow us down. and then we're going to drop down onto the planet again. What is this auto ground? I must have hit some button that's turning on something? Auto ground? I think I saw it say like auto orbit before, but nothing's going on auto. I'm driving it. You can tell that I'm driving it by hand because I've done such a terrible job. Artificial intelligence autopilot would do better than this. So it's the hallmark of my humanity is my badness, which is a terrible hallmark of humanity. But you know what I mean. You know, you get my point. You get my point. Let's keep going the right way. Our periapse is now negative, so we are going to crash at some point. Ordinarily, it would give me a line to tell me where I was going to crash, so I would make sure, I shouldn't say crash, land. So I could make sure that I was going to land in the sunlight, because that makes for a much better visual. It's more fun to watch landing in the sunlight than in the darkness, but I guess it kind of doesn't really matter. We are running out of fuel on this stage. And then I have another stage here that we can burn as well to slow us down even more. The more slowly we re-enter the atmosphere, the less heat and chance of explosion we're going to have during re-entry. So we might as well, as long as we've got all this fuel, because we thought we were going to go to the moon, we might as well slow ourselves down a whole bunch and make re-entry that much easier. So we didn't go to the moon on this mission. That's okay. Sometimes things happen during a spaceship launch, a spaceship flight, and mission objectives are missed. This is true not just of doofuses playing video games. This is true of real-life space agencies where incredibly smart people with PhDs and stuff have to deal with malfunctions or bad weather or any manner of disaster that can befall a spaceship mission. And so this is very realistic. This failure is very realistic. And we're just gonna do what we can. Okay, we are out of fuel on this stage. We're gonna jettison the stage, boop, and engage the final stage engines, boop. Look at that, shooting away. That's very cool. And let's go ahead and burn some of this fuel off. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to detach this stage, and we're going to do the landing as planned with just the capsule. And see if we can, because the capsule has a heat shield on the bottom of it, which will not be exposed if I still have this other stage connected to it. So I'm going to get rid of this. Get it out of the way, go away, fly away, and die. Sorry, but you're doomed this stage because we don't have enough parachutes to bring you back safely. So we're gonna send it away, and then the capsule is gonna hopefully land in the water. Another reason I wish all my navigational tools were working the way that I expected them to was so I can see if I'm going to land on the water. But I've got enough parachutes on here that I should be safe even to land on the land. We've got one drogue chute, and then we've got 2 regular parachutes. And when we separate right here and drop all of this fuel tank and everything away, 3 parachutes is more than enough for just this capsule. So we should be A-okay. What is happening? Our direction has changed dramatically. Okay, this is now the opposite direction of where we're falling almost straight down. Okay, so this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna be burning the engines a little. No, maybe we won't. Okay, we're not gonna burn the engines. I'm gonna get a little bit of rotation going, and then we're gonna separate in 3, 2, 1. Okay, why? I did it. But it looks like we're still all attached. I hmm. Hmm. What happened there? The camera reset. What is this? Is the heat shield? Um. Oh, fooey, oh, fooey, oh, fooey, oh, fooey, oh, fooey, oh, fooey. We gotta get. There we go. There we go. That's good. We gotta get the capsule with the pilot facing away from the reentry forces. Oh, everything's gone pear-shaped. Everything has gone pear-shaped. We didn't, something went wrong with the stage separation, and we're still all connected. The parachutes have deployed. 3 parachutes might be enough. Let's deploy the landing gear too, because why not? Maybe they'll take a little bit of the impact. The parachutes should inflate when we get into the right pressure, the right atmospheric pressure. Oh heck, we're 4 kilometers off the ground and we are going very fast. We're going 160 meters a second. The parachutes don't look like they're doing anything yet. I think they will when we get closer. We're only 2.5 kilometers up. There we go. There we go. Parachutes are deploying. Now we're slowing down. Now we're slowing down. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why didn't that work? I must have done something wrong when I was building the ship. I must have used the wrong part or something. Because I think this is what is supposed to be. I don't know if that's even the right thing. My other stage separations worked. I don't know how I messed up this one. But we're going to be fine. We're only going 10 meters a second now. And we're 600 meters off the surface, and it's the ocean, and all the parachutes are deployed, and we're fine. And we slowed down enough before we went into the atmosphere that even the solar panels didn't break off, which is surprising. Like, that seems like they really should have broken off, but I'm not going to complain, and certainly Bob Kerman's not going to complain. Bob Kerman just had a harrowing rocket ship ride where numerous malfunctions not only prevented us from going to the moon as planned, but there was one point when we were falling back into the planet that I wasn't sure if he was even going to live. I was a little worried that we were going to crash, and crashing at high speed, even into the ocean, will still kill you. Water might as well be the ground if you're going fast enough. Okay, here we go. Touchdown! Back on Kerbin. Bob, I'm back on Kerbal, I should say. Bob Kerman, you lived. You lived through all kinds of malfunctions and all kinds of problems, and I don't know. Maybe that auto thing is talking about the camera. I don't know why it goes all wibbly wobbly. The water actually is very pretty. Look at that cool water. Well, you lived, Bob Kerbin. I'm sorry we didn't get to go to the moon, but at least you came back home in one piece. Thank you, everyone, for watching this colossal mess up. Thank you for watching all these mistakes and malfunctions. I had fun. Even that's what's great about Kerbal Space Program is even when things don't go the way you planned, it can still be a lot of fun. And that's a life lesson. Even when life doesn't go the way you planned, it can still be a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.